Hey folks, welcome back. This video is for the person who's been avoiding this conversation for a long time. You haven't filed Oklahoma state tax returns in 2, 3, 5, maybe even more years. The pile has gotten so big that the whole thing feels overwhelming. Let's slow it down and build a realistic plan to get you out of this. First, take a breath. I've worked with people who haven't filed in a decade. Every single one of them feels better once they started the process. The anxiety of not knowing is almost always worse than the reality of the actual numbers. So let's get to those numbers. The first question is, how many years are we talking about? You need to know exactly which years you're missing. If you're not sure, we can pull your IRS transcripts, which will show your reported income for each year. From that, we can identify every year where you likely had an Oklahoma filing obligation. The second question is, does the OTC already know? Have you received notices? Has the OTC filed substitute returns on your behalf? Have they issued assessments? If enforcement actions are already underway, that changes the priority order. If the OTC hasn't contacted you yet, you have more flexibility in how you approach this. Now here's the plan. Phase 1 is you gather your information. For each missing year, collect your income documents, deduction records, and any other tax relevant information. If you don't have original documents, IRS transcripts are a great starting point. Your bank statements from those years can also help reconstruct income and expenses. This phase takes the most effort, but it's the foundation for everything else. Phase 2 is to prepare the returns. Each year needs a properly prepared return. This is where you claim every deduction, credit, and exemption you're entitled to. Filing accurate returns almost always produces a better result than whatever the OTC could calculate on its own. If you owe money, the returns will show you exactly how much. If you're actually owed a refund for some years, those returns need to be filed to claim it. Though keep in mind there is a time limit on claiming refunds. Phase 3 is assess the total liability. Once the returns are prepared, add up the total tax, penalties, and interest across all the years. This gives you the real number you're working with. For a lot of people, this number is lower than the worst case scenario they've been imagining. For others, it is significant, but at least now you have a known number that you can plan around. Phase 4, resolve the balance. Depending on the total amount, your options include paying in full, setting up a payment plan, pursuing penalty abatement to reduce the total, or exploring and offering compromise if you genuinely can't pay. We've covered each of these strategies in previous videos. And then phase 5 is stay on track. File on time going forward. Set up a system, whether it's calendar reminders, automatic payments, or working with a tax professional so that you never end up in this situation again. One thing I tell every client in this situation, the OTC is far more interested in getting you compliant than in punishing you. If you come forward, file your returns, and work towards resolution, the outcome is almost always better than if you wait for them to find you. So if you've been putting this off for years and you're ready to deal with it, talk to your tax professional about your specific circumstances. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.